Before I spent any money on the self-sufficient backyard, I wanted to actually understand what I was buying, so I did the digging. And that's what this is. Welcome to Critique Lab. No sponsored takes, no padding, just what I found. Here's the thing about off-grid and homesteading guides. There's no shortage of options. What there is a shortage of is options that actually do what they say. If you've been dealing with crushing grocery costs and the constant anxiety of relying on a fragile power grid and feel like you've tried the obvious stuff already, that's exactly the situation the self-sufficient backyard is trying to solve. What I found interesting about the self-sufficient backyard is that it doesn't just tell you to buy 50 acres in the middle of nowhere, it actually targets micro-homesteading using basic physics and old-world systems. Most survival guides stop at theoretical prepping, which is why you get short-term results at best. This one takes a different angle, transforming a typical quarter-acre suburban lot into a closed-loop, self-sustaining ecosystem. Whether that holds up in practice is what I was testing. 3 things stood out when I broke this down. First, the year-round geothermal greenhouse. Most people gloss over this, but it uses underground loop pipes to pull stable 55-degree air from the earth, which is actually the part that makes growing food in the dead of winter possible. Second, the DIY hybrid electricity system, which I hadn't seen explained this simply in this space before. And third, the off-grid pressurized hot water trick that ties into your heating source. On its own, it's minor. Combined with the rest, it adds up. Based on what I've seen and what others are reporting, within the first 1 to 2 weeks, most people notice an immediate drop in stress just by setting up the basic rain collection and food preservation systems. Push past that, and noticeable drops in your grocery and utility bills tend to follow. Longer term, true grid independence is the goal, but that one requires you to actually be consistent. I'll be straight, this isn't a shortcut. It's more like a system that works if you work it. Using it is straightforward. You just pick one project at a time and follow the step-by-step illustrations. It fits into a weekend or daily routine without much thought, requiring maybe an hour a day to maintain once built. The only caveat, don't judge it before a full 8 to 12 weeks. That's not a sales line, it's just how this category of product works. Crops take time to grow, and the compounding financial relief happens later. One thing I checked for was the refund policy, because how a company backs their product tells you something. They offer a 60-day money-back guarantee. That's not nothing. It means if it doesn't deliver for you, you're not just out the money. For something in this price range, that matters. If the problem I described sounds familiar and the approach makes sense to you, the official link is in the description. I link direct, not through resellers or third-party pages, so you can claim the 70% discount and the 3 free digital bonuses they currently offer. Read through it yourself, compare it to what you've already tried, and make the call. That's everything I've got. No agenda here, just wanted to give you the kind of breakdown I wished I'd found before I started looking.